Hey guys, Sam back here with Plains on the Prairie, and today we're at the Fargo Air Museum in the restoration area in Hangar 2, where behind me I have a Vultee SNV-1 Valiant. The SNV Valiants are the Navy equivalent of a BT-13. The BT-13 or SNVs were basic trainers during World War II that were kind of overshadowed by other trainers such as the Stearman and the T-6 Texans. And today we're going to talk about the ongoing restoration of this aircraft and a little bit about the history of the BT-13s and SNVs. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about the history of the BT-13s and SNV-1s. So the prototype was designated the BC-51, which stands for Basic Combat, and the T-6 prototypes were also called BCs for Basic Combat. It was just a basic designation for pre-war aircraft, and the BC-51 first flew in 1939, earlier in that year, and it had retractable landing gear and had options to fit armament on it as well as like a light attack aircraft. And that lost out in competition to the T-6 predecessors, and eventually they went with the Vultee Model 54A, which was a fixed gear variant of the BC-51, which is actually closer resembled to BT-13s that you all may know from flying examples around the area. So in total, over 11,500 BT-13, BT-15, and SNV variants were all produced during World War II, and production ended in 1944 with a little over 1,300 SNV-1s being produced. And this is one of the examples here. The BT-13s were nicknamed the Vultee Vibrator, and that's because we had this Pratt & Whitney R985 engine which produced 450 horsepower, which really caused some severe vibrations to the aircraft. And this engine is very versatile. You see it on a lot of older trainer aircraft, such as some model Stearmans were outfitted with these, as well as Egg Cats, and a really reliable engine, great for training, a little bit lower horse than other aircraft that you would be transitioning into after this. As I mentioned earlier, this is an SNV-1. The S stands for Scout, the N stands for Trainer, and the V stands for Vultee, and then just 1 is kind of the equivalent to a BT-13. And this one was built in 1942 and accepted by the U.S. Navy in 1943. And this has been an ongoing restoration project here at the Fargo Air Museum for many years. And it's kind of come to a standstill off and on due to some hang-ups with restoration. Things happen during restorations, parts availability and things like that. And the wings are currently in Kindred, North Dakota, just about half hour's drive to the southwest of town here. And we'll try to get those filmed for you guys, or at least pictures up of that. But we're starting to get the ball rolling again, it sounds like, on the SNV project here. And if you're ever interested in coming out and taking a look at it, it's in the second hangar of the Air Museum. And we'll be posting a lot of update videos, hopefully, about all of the restoration projects at the Air Museum and even in the Fargo-Moorhead area. So it's just kind of a new segment we decided to start producing for you guys, and gives you an opportunity to come see history in a little bit of different form, kind of broken down. You can see the insides of all the aircraft, and in our B-roll we'll have plenty of different angles for you to look at the aircraft, and hopefully down the road we'll be able to give you some updates and get a little bit more technical inside of this aircraft as things start to be fixed on it. So we appreciate you guys checking this out. We got a couple other restoration projects we'll be covering in other episodes. And for now, just be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you later.